Yes. How are you everyone? Welcome back to our channel. Do you what? Is time of HBAR. Hedera's quiet storm. The $0.219 whisper that might shake the market. They say silence can be louder than thunder, and right now Hedera HBAR is whispering at $0.219. A calm before something louder. Traders are leaning back in their chairs, some sipping coffee nervously, others pretending to be calm while secretly refreshing CoinGecko like it's a stock ticker from the future. But beneath that quiet surface, there's a tremor, a pulse, a digital heartbeat that might be hinting, I'm not done yet. Hedera, the blockchain that once introduced itself as the fairer, faster network, now sits at a crossroads. It's not shouting like Bitcoin. It's not flirting like Solana. It's meditating like a monk who just saw green candles in his dreams. Yet, at $0.219, every candle tells a story of accumulation, hesitation, and maybe even resurrection. The price that won't sit still. Look closely. For 3 days straight, BAR's price danced between $0.215 and $0.221. A small swing, yes, but a meaningful one. The market isn't ignoring Hedera. It's studying it. Analysts whisper about a hidden coil, a setup where price compresses before exploding. And that coil seems to be forming just above 21 cents, like a spring winding tighter every hour. Every good crypto chart has its drama, the fake breakouts, the sudden dumps, the dramatic recoveries that make you question your sanity. Hedera has been living that soap opera in slow motion. But the difference? This time, the storyline feels mature. HBAR isn't chasing hype anymore. It's earning it. When you zoom out, the climb from 12 cents to $0.219 isn't just a random bounce, it's a heartbeat. A steady, deliberate rise through the fog of market uncertainty. It's like watching a startup quietly outgrow its critics. The invisible walls. Support and resistance as emotions. Every trader has a love-hate relationship with two invisible walls. Support and resistance. For HBAR, these walls are emotional thresholds rather than mathematical lines. Around 15 cents, buyers show up like old friends who never left. They bring loyalty, screenshots of past trades, and a faint smile that says, "We told you HBAR wasn't dead." Then comes resistance, somewhere between 20 cents and 33 cents, a wall made of fear, greed, and weekend traders. Each attempt to climb past it feels like running uphill in sand. But every test weakens it. Every close above 22 cents adds another crack to that barrier. And cracks, as markets know, eventually give way. When HBAR finally breaks through, it might not ask for permission. It could surge, pause for a sip of air, then shoot again. The kind of move that leaves you saying, I was just about to buy. Hedera's personality, calm, strong, and slightly misunderstood. If crypto coins were people, Bitcoin would be the loud alpha in a leather jacket, Ethereum the philosopher, and Hedera the quiet genius in glasses who built a flying car but didn't tell anyone. That's BAR's charm. It's not always trending on X, Twitter, but it's always building, upgrading, and forming new partnerships that make the rest of the class peek over their shoulder. While other blockchains shout about decentralization, Hedera does it differently. Its governing council includes Google, IBM, LG, and Standard Bank, names that sound more like a corporate board meeting than a DeFi hangout. Yet, that's the twist. Those corporations are validators, the ones keeping the ledger in sync. It's an alliance between stability and innovation, and in crypto, that's almost poetic. So when HBAR moves, it doesn't move out of hype, it moves out of purpose. Every little uptick feels like a boardroom decision, not a pump group chat. And right now, that purpose seems to be pointing toward higher ground. The technical storm brewing. Behind the jokes and memes, charts don't lie, they only tease. Analysts are reading Hedera's candles like ancient hieroglyphics. The RSI, Relative Strength Index, hovers around the sweet zone. Not too hot, not too cold, suggesting that the coin isn't overbought. Momentum is steady, volume is rising slowly, and the moving averages, especially the 50-day, are starting to curl upward like a smirk. This is where technical analysis meets poetry. A trader might describe it as HBAR forming a bullish structure. But let's say it plainly. The market looks like it's itching for a breakout. Each dip below 21 cents gets eaten up quickly. Each touch near 22 cents faces hesitation, not rejection. It's the kind of price action that hints the buyers are quietly stacking. If the pattern holds, and markets love to repeat their habits, we could soon witness BAR's slow burn phase evolve into something spicier. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but when it moves, it won't send an invitation. The story behind the chain, Hedera, isn't your average blockchain. It runs on Hashgraph, a unique consensus mechanism that doesn't rely on mining or proof-of-stake drama. Instead, it uses gossip, yes, literally gossip. Each node gossips with another about transactions, creating a web of information so fast and efficient that finality happens in seconds. It's like a high school rumor mill, but instead of spreading secrets, it spreads truth. And that truth becomes a verified transaction. That's why HBAR can handle thousands of transactions per second, making it one of the most scalable networks in the game. This tech foundation gives its price story an edge. HBAR isn't just hoping for adoption. It's built for it. When institutional players finally realize that low fees and speed actually matter, they'll need something like Hedera. And by then, today's $0.219 might look like a fossil price from the prehistoric crypto era. The market's temperament. Crypto markets, as everyone knows, are emotional roller coasters run by caffeine addicts. One day you're a genius, the next you're questioning your Wi-Fi. But amidst that chaos, HBR has been calm. Too calm, some say. It's the eye of a storm that hasn't fully formed yet. Right now, Hedera's total market cap hovers in the mid-billions, quietly competing for relevance with networks twice as loud but half as efficient. Social sentiment analysis shows a curious rise in positive mentions. Not viral hype, but steady curiosity. That's usually how the next big narrative begins. Not with fireworks, but with whispers. And when those whispers spread, like gossip on its own hashgraph, that's when we see the real motion. The future, as told by optimists and realists. The optimists see HBAR at 45 cents or beyond, inspired by the logic that institutional adoption will eventually wake up. The realists, however, are less romantic. They warn that resistance zones near 25 cents and 30 cents could slow things down, that the crypto world's attention span might shift to the next shiny project before Hedera's next sprint. But between those two camps stands the pragmatist, the trader who understands that markets reward patience. The same patience that bought HBAR at 12 cents and watched it crawl to $0.219 without flinching. That's the quiet money, the one that never tweets, never panics, just buys when others yawn. If you listen carefully, you can almost hear them grinning. The human side of the chart. Behind every green candle is a heartbeat. Behind every red one, a sigh. Some people bought HBAR because they believed in its technology. Others bought it because they liked the logo. A few bought it because their favorite YouTuber said, "It's about to explode." But regardless of the reason, everyone shares one question. When will it move? That question, however, is what keeps markets alive. Because once a coin finally does move, the story changes from when to I wish I bought more. And that's how every legend in crypto begins, quietly, then all at once. A final word from the coin itself. If Hedera could talk, it would probably say, "I don't rush. I scale." It would smirk at the volatility around it, nod at Bitcoin's dominance, and keep building like an engineer who knows his bridge will outlast the noise. Right now, at $0.219, it's stretching its digital arms, getting ready for the next leap. The price might dance around that number for a while, teasing traders who want instant fireworks. But remember, even volcanoes look calm right before they erupt. Conclusion: the calm before the green. So where does HBR go from here? The charts whisper up. The traders whisper soon. And the network itself hums, unfazed by speculation, doing what it does best: processing transactions at the speed of gossip. Whether the next move takes it to 25 cents, 30 cents, or a glorious 45 cents, the story won't just be about a price breakout. It'll be about a project that chose discipline over drama, structure over chaos, and purpose over panic. So maybe it's time we look at that $0.219 not as a price, but as a promise, a quiet one. Because in crypto, sometimes the quiet ones are the ones that roar the loudest when their time finally comes. Written with coffee, charts, and a touch of optimism. The Hedera story continues quietly, steadily, and maybe, just maybe, on the edge of something legendary. So thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe and leave your comment because it is very important.